How's it going? Do 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 do. Hey. Today we're playing Kill or Love. I'm so excited. So I've only played this game once before, but I haven't gotten through all the game yet, so I have no idea what's gonna happen. And I'm really excited to start playing it. We're gonna go back to when I played before. If you want to watch from the beginning, it's on my YouTube channel. And now we're at August 10th. Wait, back. I missed something. Hang on. Load. Yes. August 10th. So if you want to go back and watch the beginning of this, then it's on my YouTube channel. But if not, totally fine. Just welcome. I could write about all the talks we had, about the first night we spent together, about looking for an apartment and then finding it, about moving in, about pretty much anything that only involved the two of us. But I think it's time to move on. This isn't a feel-good journal after all, but it could be. Whoa. Wait. Whoops. Could be a feel-good journal, you don't know. It's what you make it. It was a Thursday, coming up to a year since Grace and I started dating. I was at the cash register. Grace wasn't in the store. An old lady was counting her change, slowly and with trembling hands, when Anna walked in. Oh no. Anna didn't buy anything. That bitch. She went for the register, towards me, empty handed. Dun dun dun. The sight of her approaching made my heart start beating like mad. My head hurt. I knew the moment I saw her that she meant trouble. Jack? My God, is that you, Jack? She had the nerve to pretend she'd stumbled upon me by accident, like she hadn't tracked me down. Are you sure she hadn't tracked you? Are you sure it hadn't been an accident? I feel like you are an unreliable narrator, Jack. But I didn't have it together. I couldn't see through her acting. I was confused, panicking, not sure why. Excuse me, miss? Is it you? Please don't cut in line, miss. It's not fair to the other customers. That's true. It's not fair. The old lady was still tackling her mass of coins. She didn't seem to notice much around her. Don't play silly with me, Jack. It's you, isn't it? Yes, my name is Jack, but you've got me confused with someone else. There's a lot of Jacks out there. That's actually true. Oh, come on. You're you, all right. Okay, yeah, Anna is a little psycho. They're both psycho. I put a hand on the counter to steady myself. She reached out as if to place her hands on mine. Did you try to make Jack kill somebody or something at one point? Because he is like real panicky around her. I jerked my hand back like she was going to bite me. It's me. It's Anna. Don't you remember your old friend? No, we've never met. Well, that's just not true. We know that at this point. I guess it has been a while. 15 years? Not to me. Must be someone else. Anna stared right at me. Through me. I thought I'd either boil or freeze. Sure, it's you. Let's go somewhere and talk about old times. I know a great restaurant just 2 streets over. Dude, he's at work, man. You can't just skip out at work. Look, lady. See? Jack knows what's up. Even if I was this friend of yours, I have a job to do. So let me get on with it. You're bothering the customers. The customers weren't bothered one bit. If they hated anyone, it was probably me. After all, I was being so rude to this pretty, charming girl who only wanted to talk to her friend. That's a good point, Jack. What are you doing in this place? It's a pile of trash. I am getting paid, Anna. Thank you very much. Not that it's any business of yours. Like you said, it's been 15 years. Don't see why you're worried about it. Someone like you doesn't belong here. Oof, what the hell does that mean? I was through trying to reason with her. I crossed my arms and said nothing, hoping she wouldn't notice that my heart was pounding way too fast. Anna gave me a good, hard look. So that's how it is. I'll see you later, Jack. And she went away. I let out a long breath I hadn't noticed I was holding. I felt awful. Even worse, I felt Anna had been right. There had definitely been something familiar about her. Oh, so he doesn't know. Right, I think Jack didn't remember much about his past. So he didn't know her. Yeah, I forgot a lot about what I was playing before. It's been like a week or so, and I forgot a lot of the story. So I forgot that Jack has amnesia about his past. He doesn't remember a lot about his early years, so I guess he doesn't remember Anna. But I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I'll treat her the same way, I told myself. Guessing correctly there'd be a next time, guessing wrongly that it'd be at the store. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I won't give an inch. The old lady cried out. She'd found a quarter. August 11th. It's weird, isn't it? How I just write today's date like that and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago. I should write down when that stuff happened. But it was so long ago, I don't think I can remember the exact dates. Ah, who cares? This is only for me anyway. It can be a jumbled mess. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening now. But nothing is happening. So fuck it. When I told Grace about the girl who called herself Anna, and who called me Jack even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it was good news. That's amazing, Jack. She must have recognized you from childhood. She said 15 years, didn't she? That's right from the time you can't remember. I don't know. She might be some sort of scam artist. I'd just come up with that idea of Anna being a scam artist. It seemed a good enough excuse not to go near her again. Yeah, right. Come on, Jack. At least give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't need her, Grace. I've got you. Aw. Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Don't be so rude to her next time, okay? I wasn't being rude. Well, you might have been a little bit, but it was probably warranted. You so were. Okay, so what if I was? It's not fair to her. She seems like a nice girl. No, she seems like a psycho girl. And don't you think it'd be good for you too? To be friends with her? No, not really. She could tell you about your past. Then maybe some things would start making sense. You could put whatever happened behind you. That's true, but why doesn't anybody do like some internet research? Like, I feel like you could possibly Google some things out. But nothing happened. Something must have happened, Jack. People don't. Grace fell silent. Instead of continuing, she started running her fork through the peas on her plate. We were having dinner. You just thought to mention this now, narrator. Good job, Jack. People don't what? Well, people don't do that at night unless something happened to them. I keep telling you, it must be some weird kind of insomnia. Nothing more. What are they talking about? What's going on at night? Sleeping pills don't work on it. Something will, eventually. Did I forget part of the plot again, or is this something that's about to be explained? I can't actually remember. But why not try this? The memories you have, it's like they want out. I think they should get out too. Then you won't be scared of whatever happened anymore. And how does that work exactly? You'll be able to face it properly. It helps me a lot, thinking about what happened to me, seeing it's not so bad as I thought it was. I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been a conversation at all. What Grace had referred to was something I'd only recently found out. Apparently, I shouted and kicked at night a lot. Oof, yeah, that's bad. I also kick when I sleep. Shouting I don't do, but can't be a good sign, man. Sometimes I all out screamed. Definitely not a good sign. Have you considered therapy? Maybe I still do all that. Who knows? Maybe the staff and patients here are too polite to point it out. Oh, dude, if you all out screamed, somebody would have pointed it out. No, I don't scream at night anymore. See? I'm fairly sure I don't. Though that's not to say I can't sleep all that well. Funny how, at one point, something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago. Or at least it feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Anyway, the morning after, I would wake up sweaty and tired, but it wasn't until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. Grace said it happened about once a week. Really freaked her out the first few times it happened, but then she got used to it. Or as used as you can get. It makes me feel like an asshole, realizing how nonchalant I was about it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay so I wouldn't have to bother with the past. But it didn't matter in the end if I decided to face the past or not. Either way, it was coming. The second time Anna and I had met as adults, we were neighbors. Oh, damn. Guess there was a bit of a time jump. I was coming back home from a morning shift at the store. I went into our building, up to the second floor, down the hall to mine and Grace's door, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of our door. That someone was her. Anna. Jack? Oh, goodness. What are you doing here? Don't tell me you... She pointed at the door, as if to ask if I lived there. Yeah, that's my apartment, as you damn well know. The hallway air felt warm and stale, soup-like. What are you doing here? I was going to say hello to my new neighbor. So, hello. Wait, huh? And here. She pushed something into my hands. It was a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There's something brown on the plate. Brownies. I'm sure you'll like them, Jack. But we're not neighbors. I spat the words out. Yes, we are. I'm right over there. Anna showed me the door to the right of mine. Ah, that place had been empty for weeks. I'm pretty sure the guy who lived there before that was a heroin addict. He didn't seem so bad now. Damn, that's just cold. What an amazing coincidence, though. To think we'd end up living so close by again. It's not a coincidence, is it? Pardon? Okay, is it just me or does it feel like anybody who says pardon instead of like, excuse me or sorry or what? Just sounds like, I don't know, slightly rude. Like, you know how people do like rudeness in the, like, like thinly veiled rudeness under a little bit of politeness? That's what pardon feels like. Like, I feel like I'm about to get scolded for having my lawn not cut like the correct length. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I just never grew up with the word, so it always just seems weird to me whenever people say pardon. Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obvious you planned this. There's no way something like this could happen by accident. Anna laughed. It sounded like a fork scraping a plate. Well, you can believe it's a coincidence, or you can believe it's not. Either way, we'll be seeing each other pretty often. Enjoy the brownies. Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them. Grace? Who is Grace? My girlfriend. I pointed at our door with my thumb. We lived together. My idea was that in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I'd gently tell her I was taken. Grace. Yes. She must be a nice girl. The best I've ever known. She's lucky to have you. It's the other way around. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you. I should go in and say hello myself. No need. Angie's not there right now. But, bye. I pretended to unlock the door. It was already unlocked because Grace was home. I slipped in and shut the door in Anna's face. In the apartment, I found I could breathe freely again. Son of a bitch. Talk to this girl? Be friends with her? Not a chance. She creeped the hell out of me. Writing all this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. I mean, right? Like, something's off with Anna, but you just can't put your finger on it, so of course she thinks you're overreacting. The plain facts of it don't seem that bad at all. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew from the start that there was something off about her. That's not something to ignore. Paranoid? Yeah. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. Where are you? We still haven't gotten to the heart of the matter yet. It's because I let my guard down that all that shit happened. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? It's the paranoia talking again. No, that's not paranoia. That's plain stupid. And I can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. But I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do. My neck hurts from craning my head to look to the side all the time, to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather's bad now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little neck pain is causing me trouble, with how broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage. And what'll I do then with my brain turned to mush? Maybe then I'd be happy. In any case, I have things to do, and I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down the rabbit hole already, and all I'm doing is scrawling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. I mean, you might be. You're not quite making sense, man. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess. In a pretty unfunny way. Oh yeah, you're definitely losing it a little bit. August 12th. Anna's brownies were tasty. I didn't have any, but Grace said so. I wanted to throw the brownies into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly. She's like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff, chocolate especially. And then, of course, I had to explain where I'd got them. Huh, weird. I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence. Yeah, it must be a sign. A sign of what? That she's stalking me? You know, it is weird that she was stalking me, since she knew where I lived, but that she didn't know about Grace. I mean, she couldn't have known with how surprised she was. I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept. I think I'll go say hi. I can make something for her too. Do we have any butter left? I want to bake your cookies. Yeah, and then you'll eat most on your own. Hey! I don't see the point of going to visit her, though. We'll see more than enough of her anyway. We live so close by. We're neighbors. I want us to get started on the right foot. And maybe she and I could be friends. I think that'd be nice. I wrapped my arms around her. Of course. You deserve that. Aww. I don't know who to believe right now. I don't know if Jack's the crazy one, or if Anna's the crazy one, or if both of them are the crazy ones. Well, the only one I really trust right now is Grace, which probably means she's a serial killer. But please, find a friend that's not her. Why? Once again, I couldn't properly explain why. I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch, a gut feeling I'd get whenever I was near her. I've at least got to see her for myself, to see if she's really such a horrible person. Trust me, you're better off without it. The next day, in the afternoon, I was lying down on the sofa. I was nursing a headache that had been with me since morning. Grace told me she'd be right back. She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and then a smell of freshly baked cookies wafted out of the kitchen. It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzle together. Ah, shit, I whispered. I was immediately up. Not good, not good. Panic struck me harder than I would expect. It was like with Grace seeing Anna all by herself, some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe and never, ever let me out of my sight. That's not healthy. Just pointing that out, that is not healthy relationship behavior. but I also didn't want to go in there. I just stood there, head in my hands, wondering what the hell to do. All at once, I was telling myself to go there, you coward, but also to stay here, you idiot. And somewhere, far away, a tiny little voice, very tiny, very little, telling me I was overreacting. And you're probably overreacting, dude. Then there came the sound of glass breaking. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you're not overreacting. It had come from, where else? Anna's apartment. I went to the wall that separated our apartments. Now there was no sound at all, nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcame my cowardice. I dashed out from our apartment to hers. When I got there, I saw broken glass and blood. Grace kneeling down, and Anna stood above her, and they were both smiling. So Jack was overreacting, all right. They stopped when they noticed me there, out of breath and confused. Jack? Hi, Jack. Did you decide to join us? No, What the hell is going on? This? Anna waved her hand at the floor, at all the bits of glass. White ceramic, actually. There was also scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, that. Just looking at the blood made me feel sick, like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I'd always been like that around blood. I'd never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of ceramic. There was a little accident. An accident? Yes. What else? Grace, what happened? It's my fault, really. The cookies were hotter than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself. She's cut herself already. Look. Huh? She only seemed now to notice the blood around her. But I... Grace checked her hands, turned them around a few times to see from every angle, but found no cuts there. It's not me. It's my blood. What? Anna was, I just noticed, holding her left hand tightly with her right. There was a little blood still trickling from between her knuckles. Oh no! Grace's hands hovered over Anna's. She looked willing to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong. How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna, I'm fine. I don't need you to do anything. The way Anna said that was The way Anna said that was forceful. The way Anna said that was forceful, almost harsh. Grace backed away. I can still help. She remembered I was there. Jack, go get some gauze. We have gauze? Oh, useless. Yeah, man, you are a little bit useless. Frustrated, more frustrated than I'd ever seen her before, Grace ran off to get the gauze herself. She left me there in the belly of the beast. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies. A real shame. I didn't get to eat a single one. Well, actually, she picked up one with the free fingers of her left hand. Some of her blood got on the cookie. Before I could say anything, she ate it in one bite. Jesus. It's not bad at all. They're still warm. Do you want one? I'll pass. God, you make me sick. Wow, you really didn't stay polite for very long, Jack, gotta say. That's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. If anyone else said it, but I'll forgive you. Anyone else said it, what? You're right, though, it wasn't very nice to say. She licked her lips. I should have left. but I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what's taking Grace so long. She must be flustered. Poor girl. So much worry about a teeny little cut. It's not serious. It's not. I don't know, there seems to be a lot of blood going on for something that's not that serious. How do you know? I've seen a lot of cuts. I can imagine. Anna laughed. I'm a nurse. That I couldn't imagine. It's still hard to believe, though I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood. You don't believe me? No, clearly. Look. She showed me her hand. The cut ran from the base of her thumb towards the middle of her hand. The wound was thin, but long and ragged. The skin around the wound was pale and moist, showing how fresh the cut was. I could have puked. Oh, does it look bad? Don't worry, it won't even scar. Stop that. You're really a... I don't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't nice in any case. What stopped me was Grace coming back. Sorry. There wasn't any gauze. Here. She brought a roll of pink toilet paper. I hope this is good enough. Thank you, Grace, but I don't need it. You don't? No. See? The blood stopped. Anna flashed me a smile. The corners of her mouth were still red. Man, how much blood was on that cookie? August 13th. Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that. After what happened, where I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more. Back in our apartment, Grace let out a long sigh. What a mess, am I right? Yeah, and it was all my fault. I meant Anna. You did just meet her, right? Yes. And? Well, I can see why you've been avoiding her. If that's what you mean. Oh wow, Grace thinks she's weird too. Thank you. She's beautiful. That was unexpected, but fair enough. I thought she'd be some shy little girl or a crazy cat lady or something. But she's like a model. What? No. Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You don't want to be tempted. Aw, she thinks too much of Jack. I shook my head. I really didn't see her that way. Now, with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks. She's much more beautiful than me. Aw, that's not true. Hey, don't say that. She's not. She is. Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands. And she wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood either. She's just so... I took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace? Jack? You're beautiful and kind. More beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. Oh, it's just so cute. Sometimes Jack can be adorable. I'm lucky as hell to have you. Oh. But Jack, you're crazy, man. You're so sweet with Grace, but dude, you definitely have a few screws loose. You really should go see a therapist. My cheeks burned. I must have looked like a tomato. But why? She's your girlfriend. You guys live together. Why would you be so embarrassed to say these things? I wasn't used to saying stuff like this. I mean it. So don't say stuff like that. Okay. Oh, Grace blinked like she'd just woken up. Oh. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. Dude, you should compliment her more. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh? Oh, no, you're not. You're not, man. No, don't say that. And don't say you're sorry either. You've done nothing to feel sorry for. She apologized way too often. August 15th. I didn't write anything yesterday. The pain in my leg made it so I couldn't focus. It's been hurting like a bitch these past few days. I gave in and asked the doctor about it. He's fine, by the way. Didn't disappear or anything. Must have taken a few days off. I asked him about the pain. I asked if he could do anything about it. Apparently, the pain is a good sign. I think that's what he said. So I guess my leg is healing all right. But it still hurts. When the doctor went away, I complained out loud that it hurts. One of the other patients must have thought I was talking to him. Yeah, of course. The patients here now are not the same guys I mentioned before. Maybe one is, but that's all. The others went away. To another part of the hospital or home, or maybe to the morgue. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. Man, this hospital is weird. I don't know why, but I'm getting weird vibes from this hospital. It doesn't feel legit. Although it is good to know that patients are actually going away and they're not just being trapped in the hospital like Jack is. So I said something about my leg hurt, and a guy on the bed next to mine, kid actually, can't be more than 18 or 19, starts talking to me. I think he was saying how he's in a lot of pain too. You see, this is why you don't say stuff out loud, because then the people next to you will reasonably think they're talking to you. And then you are trapped in a conversation that you can never get out of, and now you're trapped next to him. So it's just gonna be an awkward silence when the conversation does stop. It's just a nightmare. So just no, don't talk out loud to yourself, man. Not when you're in a public place like this and in close quarters. It doesn't work out. I couldn't understand most of it though. His jaw's been wired shut. See, it really doesn't work out. Anything he tries to say turns to moans and a lot of drool. The nurse came in, not Anna, and told him he shouldn't speak if he wants his mouth to get better. So he shut up. It's just awkward, man. Not much else has happened. But my leg is really bothering me. It's a deep pain. It doesn't feel like it's healing. It feels wrong in a way that makes my teeth hurt too. I'll stop with the leg now. I have to get my mind off it. It hurts so much. I'll check where I left off the day before yesterday and go from there. You're not coming with us? Again? No, I don't feel like it. But Anna is so great to hang out with. Yesterday we went window shopping. Then we went to a cafe, and then we had ice cream in the park. Sounds fun. It was. Anna is a really interesting person. You should give her a chance. I want us all to be friends. So please come along. No, I'll pass. Sorry. A moment later, Anna came in without knocking. She never knocked anymore. Ready, Grace? Yes, in a minute. Grace heaved a sigh. Are you sure you don't want to go? Yeah, I'm sure. Go have fun without me. Okay then, some other time. We kissed. Aww. Have fun. We will. Bye. Grace and Anna became friends. Clearly. Good friends. Very soon after they met. I was against it, but I found it hard to complain seeing Grace so happy. They spent quite a lot of time together. Whenever I said anything about this, Grace would tease me. She'd say I was jealous, but she would also invite me to come with. I always declined. I eventually got used to it, and things were quiet for a while. Once at the store, I was applying discounts during work hours. It should have been something done before we opened up, but someone had been slacking off. I won't point fingers. It was Don, the old guy. I feel that though. This is such a mood for retail. We have retail even in the Grapevine Forest of the North, and it feels very similar to how it is for in the human world. So I was the one stuck wondering what kind of a dog food the 20% off should go on, or something like that. The lists they gave us were always terrible, so full of corrections you could barely read them. I was about to choose at random where to apply the discount sticker. Someone put a hand on my shoulder. Oh, Anna. There was a tightness in my chest, but it passed within seconds. As I said, I'd gotten used to it. She didn't scare me anymore. You sure? Hi. How are you, Jack? I'm alright, thanks. Hey, random question. Do you like big dogs or small dogs? Big dogs, I guess. I see. I bent down and placed a sticker, reducing the price of the dog food that had one of those wiener dogs on the packaging. That's a very strange way to choose which dog food to discount. Grace is in the break room, by the way. I know, I was just there. But I wanted to see you. Yeah? Why? I haven't seen you at all for the past week, you know. Didn't you notice? I guess. I was called into work a lot, and you must have been busy here, too. Yep, busy. We should meet more often. After all these years apart, we must have a lot of stories to tell, huh? Yeah, maybe. Jack, you mentioned dogs, right? Right. Was that because of Buddy? Who's Buddy? Hmm. So you really don't remember anything? Nope. I don't remember this Buddy, and I don't remember knowing you either. Of course, now I do know about Buddy. I don't remember his breed or how old he was, or anything other than his name, really. But I do know of him. A certain picture book told me. That's really too bad. But it'll all come back to you, I'm sure. Who knows? Buddy was a really sweet dog. You liked him a lot. I shrugged. And he loved you. But then again, that dog loved everyone. He was so trusting. Anna killed the dog. I'm getting some bad vibes here. Anna killed the dog. So many bad vibes. Too trusting? I'm sure he was. Are you really fine with not knowing about so much of your life, Jack? Yeah, I am. I'm used to it by now. I think it would feel weird if I could remember, actually. I suppose it's easier in a way. There are some things best forgotten after all, aren't there? Ha, Yeah, like the fact that you killed my dog, apparently. Ha. Yeah, of course there are. And I wish some of those things would have had the decency to stay forgotten. Why mention it now, though? Oh, no reason. I was just a little curious. Uh huh. I didn't believe her. I since there was something in particular she wanted me to remember. I do know what that is now, but I still don't know why she wanted me to remember what she did. Is it some sick form of love? Or does she want to finish the job? Is it both? Wait, did Anna try to kill me? Is that what happened? I feel like she might have killed the dog, and now she tried to kill me. That's a little messed up. I don't know. I really don't. Her mind is as much of a mystery to me now as it ever was. Interlude Anna in Wonderland. Dear Diary, I found him. It was beautiful. It was like fate. It was fate. As soon as I came to the city, I caught his scent in the air. A little, but mostly I smelled homeless people and gasoline. Why did you go all the way out here, Jack? You love nature, the smell of pines, where we grew up. I was ready to spend weeks looking for you, Jack. Or months, years if I had to. I even got a job at the hospital here. They're understaffed, so it was easy. But there you were, in the first store I went to. I didn't even go in to look for you. Fate, fate, fate. And Anna's a little yandere, I gotta say. But you were a little strange. Surely you recognized me. I haven't changed that much, have I? I mean, it's been a while, and I have tried to make myself pretty for you in every way I can think of. But you knew it was me, right? I knew it was you. You haven't forgotten me. Were you pretending? Playing a game? Yes, that must be it. Well, I'd love to wait and see what you're doing, dear, but I've been a patient girl for far too long. Yep, she's definitely a bit yandere. Dear Diary, Friday, Jack Friday. I knew he'd change his name to that, but it's just so funny, isn't it? We'll have to change it back, Jack, from when we're married. Well, wait. Slow your roll, dude. Slow your roll. Jack has a girlfriend. He doesn't really know you exist, or he doesn't want to know you exist at least. Slow your roll, you yandere crazy. I want the real one to follow my first name. Jack Friday. It made me giggle when I saw it in your employee records, darling. Ooh, you are crazy, dude. Crazy. I just had a peek, nothing more. Just to see where you live. How did you even get into my employee records? You work at the hospital, not the retail store. I wanted to follow you home at first, but then I thought, hey, wouldn't it be insanely romantic if the next time I saw you, we lived right next to each other? No. I know you're playing your little game of you don't know me anymore, but that's not too much, is it? Being neighbors? You won't be angry, right? Even if it makes you angry, I have to at least do this, right? I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of being by myself. I've waited this long already. I've prepared for you so much. Dude, therapy, man. I'm telling you guys, therapy works wonders. Everyone in this story needs therapy. Everyone. Except maybe Grace. But Grace is surrounded by these people, so she needs therapy too. Maybe you won't be mad. Please don't be mad. please? P.S. One other thing, darling. That street where you live, isn't it in a terrible part of town? Run down and cheap and even dangerous? I haven't been here for long, but I think that's right. Is that part of your game too? And working in a store, that must be it as well. Someone like you should never work there. What does that even mean, man? Instead, you should be a. Gosh, I can't even imagine what. And isn't that perfect? I don't want you working anywhere. I want you all for me. You were a little crazy, dude. You were just a tad crazy. Just a tad. Dear diary, the street is worse than I thought. God, the smell. Do you really know what you're doing, Jack? No, no, I shouldn't doubt you, I know. The rent is cheap, at least. Very cheap. But more important than that, or anything else, there was a vacancy right next door to your apartment. I can't wait to move in. We'll be neighbors. I'll see so much of you, it will make me drunk. That is not how drinking works. Not unless you take a drink every time you see him. Just the sight of seeing somebody won't make you drunk. That's not how it works. Just saying. Dear diary, what a beautiful dump. Left-handed compliments galore. I said this to the landlord when I brought my things here. He thought I was complaining. He said I should have checked out the apartment before I rented it. He's an idiot. Is he? There could be a swarm of rats or roaches living in the apartment, or crack addicts for that matter, and I wouldn't give a darn. You should care about rats. You should. Rats have so many diseases. None of them are friendly. I've known many rats in my lifetime, and they all kind of suck a little bit. So you should care about rats. Roaches are okay. They're pretty chill. They don't really talk much, they just kind of keep to themselves. But rats, they're assholes. Rats are big assholes. If you ever meet a rat, he's probably a Nazi. So yes, you should care if there's a swarm of rats living in the apartment. But still, I can't keep it dirty forever. I have to practice my homemaking skills. Time to make this dump a home. Dear diary, just back from a quick jog. Gotta stay in shape. And the brownies are just about done. I know, I should have kept an eye on them. But I've been doing this for long enough, you know? The brownies are perfect. Not burnt, not raw, just right. I hope he likes them. Jack, I don't know if I can go on. Who is this girl? I'm the one for you. The only one for you. And yet you. I know this is part of your plan, but you didn't have to do it this way. Why are you being so cruel? I have work now. I don't care. I'll go to sleep. Dear diary, I cried all the bad feelings out. Things don't seem nearly as bad now. Jack is testing me, so I have to show him I have what it takes. This is nothing at all. I can do this. Dear diary, I met her today. Grace. I hope she doesn't get in the way. She's a sweet girl, but she's clumsy. She dropped a plate, my plate too, of cookies, and there were cookies and broken pieces of porcelain everywhere. I'm pretty clumsy too, I guess. I cut myself on a shard when I picked it up. Jack came in just as I got cut. He must have sensed I was hurt. There was a lot of blood for a wound so small. Whoa, did you notice that the background changed color just a little bit? When we were talking about the blood, it got all like orangey. All like stressy and stuff. That's so weird. The blood reminded me of that time. It always does. I showed it to Jack. He looked like he was going to vomit. Great acting, Jack. Seriously, what happened? Did she and Jack try and kill somebody together? Or did she try to kill Jack? Don't tell me they killed the dog together. Don't tell me. I will be so sad. I love you. Dear Diary, I've gotten better at playing along with Jack's little game. I've seen him a lot more now, everywhere I go. Nearly half of those times, I'm not even trying to make her paths cross. Fate. I'm also seeing Grace a lot more. She's always asking me to go somewhere with her or to chat, and she's always coming over to my apartment, without Jack. She's become a real bother, honestly, but I act nice. Poor Grace, she just wants to have a friend. That girl tells me things about Jack, after all. Though, of course, she doesn't know anything about him that I don't. That's because she doesn't really know Jack. But now I know what he's pretending to be like. He told Grace that he has amnesia. It's a little unoriginal, Jack, don't you think? That's okay, though. She believes you. That dumb little. Whoa. Slow your roll. She's nice, okay? She just wants a friend, man. Be nice to her. Dear Diary, I'm troubled. No, really? You are just figuring this out now. Well, admitting your problem is the first step. Now it's time to go find a therapist. Maybe get you on some medication. Talk it out a little bit, all of that. That'd be good. But congratulations, you're now self-aware. I'm starting to think that Jack is not pretending. Wow, the self-awareness continues. Are you breaking out of your psychosis, dear? What if he really has forgotten all about me? Well, to be fair, you're not the only thing he's forgotten, so don't take it personally. No, I can't have that. I need a sign, Jack. Just one little sign. So that I know you remember. Dude, he's given you so many signs that says he doesn't remember. One sign. Anything is fine. He doesn't need to give you a sign, man. Dear Diary, Jack doesn't remember me. I'm pretty sure of it now. He doesn't remember anything. Darn. Wow, Anna has no problem at stalking, but if you swear, that's where you draw the line. She will not swear. Not once. That's where the line is drawn. Stalking? Fine. Possibly killing animals and people? Fine. But swearing? That's a big no-no. But that's a good thing. He hasn't been acting cold on purpose. I'll give his memory a little jog, and that'll be that. Good as new. But this also means that he's serious about that Grace girl. We can't have that. No, no. I'm starting to see her true colors. She's a filthy seductress, all right. I don't think so, man. She just liked a boy, even though he was a bit of an asshole to her. That's about it, really. She's also an idiot. She invited me for dinner tomorrow at her apartment. Their apartment. Her and Jack's apartment. The apartment they were sharing together. Without me. Dude, you were doing so well. You had almost broken through your psychosis. We could have gotten you help with a therapist. And now you're spiraling again. Come on, you gotta know this isn't healthy, right? August 16th. Terrible day. Really awkward. Anna was hovering around me all day. I swear she was here for more than 2 shifts. How the bell does that work? Huh? How the bell does that work? Oh, okay. Okay, it's a typo. It's a typo. This is a free game, so typos are expected, I guess. How the hell does that work? Okay, okay. How the hell does that work? Hell's bells, right? Am I right? Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I couldn't write at all. Oh shit. This is on purpose, isn't it? Ooh, this is part of the story. Well done, game creators. She's only gonk now, and it's after midnight. Oh, Jack, you are losing it. You are losing it. I guess I should mark this as the 17th then, not the 16th. Oh, who cares? Whoop. Whoop. Oh, there's nothing wholesome about this game, though. There's been swears all along. They're just not swearing right now because he is doing typo after typo. Now I have the time to write in the dark, but that's think. Think. I don't see it being a problem. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So not long after, did I write about how Anna came to see me at the store one time? Yeah, I did. Not long after that, Grace invited Anna over for dinner. She could have told me before asking Anna, not that I would have said no. I didn't have any excuse to say no. But I mean, she told me about the dinner a few hours before that. Yeah. I was preparing for a really relaxed evening, and all of a sudden Grace said we should start making dinner, and oh no, I forgot to tell you, Jack. I shouldn't be so bitter and childish. People forget it happens. She didn't mean anything bad by it. It still rubbed me the wrong way, though. Anna was going to invade my home and be there for hours. And I'm pretty sure I had every right to be angry about that. No, I'm sure. I should have sent her packing the first time I saw her. And that's when she moved in next to us, and a million times after that. I should have. The fault is mine. I think they upped your meds, dude. Maybe that's why you're misspelling everything now? Either that or you were just losing it, which is also very possible. So yeah, Dimer. The food tastes amazing, Jack. Thanks. I barely made anything. Chapter 4, goodbye. That's not true, is it? Well, that's not true, is it? You were in charge of the rice. Yeah, the rice. Yeah, he cares a lot about the rice, clearly. It ended up mushy. Such a critic for himself. I think it's delicious. Anna ate it like it was the tastiest thing in the world. Yeah, but to be fair, she also thought her own blood was pretty tasty, so you know. An idea popped into my mind. If I bore her, she might leave early. Oh, sweet Jack, you sweet summer child. You should know that's not going to happen. Thanks. But the chicken is much better. And it's incredible how you can make anything decent in the oven we have, Grace. Oh, don't talk about the oven, Jack. It's embarrassing. I bet you've never seen a greasier oven, Anna. I swear to God. I tried to clean it, but nothing works. I don't know what the previous owners did to make it all that dirty. That's pretty sketch, gotta say. And that's not even the biggest problem, is it? You said. Yes. The light in the oven barely works. And don't get me started on this heating. It's so sketchy. Y'all need to move, man. Yeah, all of that. And you still managed to make something this good. What do you say, Anna? It's tasty. Reminds me of home. Whoop, what did you do? Return. Have you tried remembering what home was like, Jack? I swallowed, choked, and coughed. What's with that all of a sudden? Anna smiled and went on eating. I was just wondering. No, I have not tried to remember what home was like. I don't see why I have to. I'm fine without it. All right. Yet nobody believes you, Jack. It's a shame, though. Tough. Jack? Yeah. What is it, Grace? I'm with Anna on this one. See, I told you, Jack. Nobody believes you, man. You are. Yes. Even after you said you were fine with me deciding what goes on in my head. Oh, dude. Dude, I don't think you're gonna win this one. You are not going to win this one. I'm trying to think of what's best for you. That's right. You can't spend your life running away from the past. Face it now. Be a man. The fuck does that mean, Anna? Go fuck yourself. It's not healthy to lock so much of yourself away. It can't be. You have to agree, Jack. I didn't reply. I was eviscerating a chicken drumstick. Anna, I didn't tell you this, but at night, at least once a week, Jack, that's enough. I banged my fist on the table, then was immediately ashamed that I lost my temper. But I couldn't back down. This has got to do with me, and me only. No, it doesn't. Because Grace lives with you, dude. It would only have to do with you and you only if she wasn't dating you and if she didn't live with you. Then it would just be your prom. But it's not, it's also her prom. And she's reasonable for worrying about you. However, y'all need to see therapy and Anna needs to go bye-bye. Stay the hell out of it. Both of you. Do you understand? Humph. Why are you so... it's no good. I'd never gotten this angry before. Yeah, you're gonna make your girlfriend cry, dude. I needed to be alone. I walked off to another room, but that didn't help. Yeah, but they need therapy, man. Maybe not a fun plot twist, but that's what they kind of need. So much of this shit could have been avoided if everyone just got therapy. He's screaming in his sleep, which I feel like is a sure sign that you do need therapy. I walked off to another room, but that didn't help. I could still hear their murmurs and their whispering. They were talking about me. No shit. I dressed in a hurry. Wait, did you take off your clothes or something? Did I miss something? Did you do this dinner naked? Oh, that must have been made everything awkward. Huh? What are you going out, Jack? I nodded. Oh, he put on his coat. Right, I forgot you humans need coats. Oh, have fun. Wait, don't go. I'm sorry I keep insisting so much. You know I'm trying to help, right? Yeah. Then stop being a fucking jerk to her, Jack. Then please don't be mad. I couldn't stop being angry. It was stronger than me. Clearly. Can you do just one thing for me? Just so I know I did all I could? Do what? Can you say you're fine with... No, please say that you don't want to remember. Can you do that for me? Of course. I hesitated longer than I thought I would. It's because you do want to remember, Jack. We all know you do. Suddenly it struck me as being childish as hell. Thank you! Oh my gosh. He finally realized, guys. He finally realized he was being childish. It took him long enough. But in the end, my anger and stubbornness won over. No, dude. So close to victory. So close. So close to victory. Why does Grace put up with your bullshit? I don't want to remember. There. Are you happy now? I wanted things to stay as they were. That's all I ever wanted. For nothing to change. Because for once I was happy. I. Well, I'm sorry. You should be. No, dude. Oh, Jack. Jack, 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 Jack. I walked out. By the time I came back, Grace was gone. Well, August 17th. I came back hours later, after a little drinking and a lot of pointless wandering. The apartment was empty. Her things were gone, but I only realized that after I read the letter. The letter was on the table next to our half-finished dinner. There was a key next to the letter, too. Her key to the apartment. See, I can't say I blame her. You were kind of an asshole. I remember the letter word for word, so why don't I write it down here? Wouldn't that be fun? Jack, it said, I can't stay with you anymore. You're only going to make yourself more miserable, and I can't help you, and I can't watch you do this to yourself. I pray there's someone who can help you like I couldn't, and I hope you'll be happy. Goodbye. Yeah, see, Grace is the only, mentally stable one here, because, this is actually a healthy choice that she is making, because she would be put in a very unhealthy, toxic situation, because Jack's not helping himself. So this is actually pretty good for her. This is probably the healthiest choice any of these characters have made in this entire thing. Grace didn't need to sign the message. I would have recognized those neat letters anywhere. I'd seen that same handwriting during our brief year together, on dozens, if not hundreds, of little notes. Shift schedules, reminders to buy snacks or milk, things like that. They were, in fact, at least half a dozen of the yellow post-its she used still around the apartment. Seeing them hurt. There were a lot of other things Grace hadn't taken with her, too. Socks, pants, a few undershirts, a scarf, one pair of shoes, a sweater she really liked, too. She would have worn the sweater while napping in the evening. It was all evidence of how much of a hurry she'd been in to get away from me. Now I know better. Oh shit, Anna kidnapped her. Morning, everyone. The patients all greet her. I do too. Well, well. I'm happy to see you finally stop being Mr. Grumpy. Well, you know. Do you feel better? Does the leg still hurt? I'm a little better, I guess. At peace. That's great. You'll be up on your feet in no time, I'm sure. Free to come back home. I laugh like hell. Anna probably doesn't see what's so funny. She smiles vacantly. I guess she does love me in her own way. It doesn't matter, though. Remembering the pain she caused me has given me conviction. My heart is set on killing her. I still think there's gotta be another way to get out of this, right? I don't think anyone needs to die tonight. Maybe that's just me. August 18th. My health is vastly improving. Doctor's words, those. And I feel it. I don't wake up at night so much anymore, choking on pain. You also know how to write again, that's good. Yeah, death time, but I don't think death time needs to happen. I really don't. And I don't get so angry that I have to chew my own fingers so I don't end up shouting. Oh, okay. That was happening, huh? Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. I really am at peace. I know what to do. And I know I have to do it. You don't. You just don't, man. You don't. I feel like I don't have a choice in the matter. But you do. I'm a train going down a set of tracks at a few hundred miles per hour. No turns, no brakes. Whatever happens, will happen. Alright, cool. You're hallucinating now. That's good. You're delusional. You think you're a train. Oh boy. It's strangely calming. For now, I'll keep on writing. I know a good point to stop. After Grace left, I spent that first night alone on the kitchen floor. It was where my legs happened to give in under me after hours of walking back and forth in the apartment. Choo choo. I had paced around like a caged animal, looking under pillows and carpets and poking my head in closets. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I'd find her there. You won't find her under the carpet, man. Just saying. She's not the bug under a rug in the Dr. Seuss book. If the carpet's pretty sus, then you toss that shit out. You do not want a sus carpet in your house. Because that's not a person. That's either a demon or a rat. You toss both of them out because we have already established that rats are Nazis. You don't want one under a carpet in your house. I woke up in the afternoon with a blanket over me. I thought that Grace had done it, that she'd come back. She hadn't. I guess it must have been Anna. Yeah, exactly. Nazi carpet racks are terrifying. And all rats are Nazis. I, as a fairy, know them personally. They all kind of suck. You never get along with rats. They're all kind of assholes, so if there's a rat under a carpet, it's probably a Nazi. Best to not deal with it. I didn't go to work. I didn't eat. I don't remember drinking any water, but I must have. And I must have slept a lot too. It turned out I needed Grace more than I thought I did. Certainly more than she needed me. I was all alone that day, that night, and the day after too, right up until the evening. That's when she made her move. The windows were closed. The windows. Windows. The windows were closed and the blinds were drawn. It must have been stuffy and hot in the apartment. I lay on the couch, shivering. I held to my chest the sweater Grace had left. I was about to slip into uncomfortable sleep when the front door opened. My heart skipped a beat before the sight of the person coming in disappointed me. Hello? Jack? I stared at her. What's wrong? Stare. Stare, stare, stare. She tried to get me to talk, but I was not in a talking mood. Eventually, she found the letter still on the table, pretended to find it. Oh, Jack. Oh, darling. Go away. You're hurt, I know. She's terrible, isn't she? To have hurt you so badly. She's. The sweater was soft against my skin. It smelled of her. I know. I know. She's awful. Let me help. She brought her hand near my face. I turned my head away. I'm the one who can make you happy, you know. I don't think so. You won't have to remember that girl ever again. You won't want to, I promise. Her hand found my cheek. It had only been 2 days since I'd last seen Grace, had last touched her, but it was like I had already forgotten a person's warmth. Oh, dude, you've got issues. I raised my hand to bat hers away, and I found that I couldn't do it. Instead, I put my hand on hers. I was close to tears. There's so many emotions in me that confused and overwhelmed me. But Anna was here, and she was whispering that she'd never leave. We made love there on the couch. That's great. Good to know. That just kind of came out of nowhere, you think? But okay. Afterwards, I used the sweater to wipe the sweat off of me. Anna lay next to me, soft and warm, both her arms wrapped around one of mine. In the morning, after the long, long night, Anna looked to me and asked me a question. I'm tired, aren't you? Uh-huh. I won't go to work today. I'll call in sick. What about you? I don't know. I won't go to work. I hadn't thought at all about work. It was so irrelevant. That's a good idea. Hey, I'm going to my apartment. I want to have a nice hot shower. Come with? Sure. Yes. You sound so excited, Jack. What are you doing with your life, man? You know Anna's dangerous. My apartment had a perfectly working shower, of course, but I didn't want to be by myself. I was scared. After I'd had a shower at her place, Anna told me I could stay there a while. Until you feel better, she told me. What do you say? I said yes. And that's how it went. I don't feel shame for what I did. I know I should, but I don't. The problem is, I don't really feel like I did any of that. It's more like I was watching myself do those things, watching myself get tricked and cheat on Grace. Well, you didn't really cheat, she did break up with you. And live with that woman who's caused so much misery to so many people. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have gotten involved with Anna again. What's that saying? Don't stick your dick in crazy? Well, you stuck your dick in crazy. But you didn't cheat on Grace because she broke up with you, man. But I think you're in denial about that. I know I should be ashamed. It was a disgusting thing I did, and I can't take it back. I'd let myself be made into an animal. That one whole month is something I'd like to forget and to never remember. So I won't write about it, or anything more, or about anything anymore. I've written enough. I'm done. This journal has helped me a lot, but I don't need it anymore. This is then. It's goodbye. So goodbye. JF. Oh shit, what's gonna happen now? So this is actually a good stopping point. So I'm just gonna stop it right here. I'm really curious about what's gonna happen now. I'm very intrigued and pretty invested in the story. Like, this is good. So I'm curious. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I had a lot of fun doing this one. I can't wait to actually stream again with this, just to see what would happen. So thank you so much. Hope you have a good night, or a good morning since it's after midnight. At least where I am in the Great Pine Forest of the North. Alright,